what's going on. And now the recording of the VOD just started. So if you are watching this on demand right now, I am sorry. I'm not sure at which point you are able to start watching the VOD. So let me just do a small introduction once again. So Dimaga is up 1-0 against Joe. Dimaga spawning here at 3 o'clock, Joe at the 9. Dimaga went for the pool, then went for the hatchery, so no experimental, no dangerous expanding play. Meanwhile, Joe just got 2 more gateways and looks like he wants to expand on the 3 gates, which he already did on the game on Zalnaga Carrot. And indeed, this is what we're seeing going for the hallucination as well, because yes, the warp gate for him already finished. Dimaga, on the other hand, just droning like just a crazy person, because yes, he's already on 34 drones and he's just continuing with the drones. It is absolutely okay to go for so drone heavy play, because he's got this speedling here with a speedling there. He knows exactly when Joe needs to move out, plans to move out, and this is what he's not doing right now, because Joe is expanding himself and he's afraid of a possible mass circling run by, of course, investing a lot more in sentries than on stalkers and zealots, because he needed the minerals to get all those probes and the future Nexi up. Good move by him, having the Phoenix providing the vision to the high ground, so he was able to use his sentries and the Thors, sentries and the stalkers to take out this overload floating over there at this cliff at the natural. So Dimaga going for the burrow once again, going for the burrowed roaches once again, and this time Joe learned from his mistakes. He's not only getting a forge for the +1, which the +1 attack is very good against the roaches, and he's also getting a robo. He's got an immortal, so just imagine the immortal, how just obliterates, annihilates and destroys those roaches. At the same time, there we see an observer being produced, and this observer, of course, nullifies this burrow here, because the burrowed roaches not regenerating fast enough, but they will be spotted, so the units here of Joe can spot them, and he's going complete possible anti-roach army composition ever, because he's not only going for the forge, which allows the upgrades for the +1. He's also putting up some photon cannons. He has got the immortals to deal the damage. He's got the observer to deal with the burrow, and he's going for the Stargate. So you can't go more anti-roach in this combination, but looks like Dimaga is not going for an attack. He just cleared the destructible rocks out. Do we see a drone moving over there? Yes, we do. So this drone should be building the hatchery pretty soon. Boom, here we go, hatchery, 3rd base coming up. Dimaga lagging once again, not anymore, and here is the Hydralisk stand finished, and the roach, it's just a good unit to have, but the Hydralisk actually changed everything. No grooved spines, but the +1, of course, the roaches and the Hydralisk profit from the +1. Now all those roaches are buried. Here is this hallucinated Phoenix once again, scouting what's over there, and Dimaga going for the Changeling. Let's take a look how much damage and scouting this Changeling will be able to do. Okay, spotted the 2 immortals, spotted this cannon here, and that's about it. So now he's moving out himself, taking out the destructible rocks as well. Is he already sending a probe there? He needs to send a probe there immediately. He does not want to fall behind in terms of economy, and this hatchery is a sign of that Dimaga does not want to attack right away and wants to macro more. So in my personal opinion, the thing Joe needs to do right now is not only to build an expansion here. By the way, this probe is getting blocked. The other thing he has to do is to build this nexus and go for the double expand here at the 12 o'clock natural. this is what I would have done in his position, because I know otherwise I would be behind so much in macro. And if I will be able to have this Nexus here survive, at least for the next Changeling coming in once again, by the way, and gets taken out, if I will be able to survive with the space here at the gold and with the base at the 12 o'clock natural, I will be in such a good position, because having the same amount of bases on 4 bases against the Zerg is better, but having even one more base is so much more awesome. Joe now building 2 more photon cannons. There is a Phoenix flying over there. Now the first Colossus and the extended thermal lens is being researched here. Oh, that's the second Colossus actually. So with this raising Colossus count, he should be safe for the moment. Dimaga going for the Spire there as well. So I really like the decision of Joe to add some more Void Rays in the mix. Phoenixes are a good unit to have, but they are not a good unit to deal with Corruptors, and Corruptors get destroyed pretty good by Void Rays actually. And the good thing about having the Void Rays is, Changeling once again, the good thing about having the Void Rays is that the Corruptors will target the Void Rays before the Colossi. So the Void Rays will be able to do quite some damage to the Corruptor. And on the other hand, if the Corruptor decides to take the Void Ray, they do not do additional damage. They only will do 14 damage each attack, and this is not enough. On the other hand, it doesn't really matter, because Dimaga's got such a good economy. Let's take a look. He's fully well saturated here. The gold mineral expansion, he's got so many Hydras out already, and he's got 12 freaking Corruptors in the production. He's got the +2 for the Roaches, and the Hydras finished. He's got the +1 for the air units, halfway down there. He's going for the double expand at the 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock natural at the 6 o'clock main as well. And now imagine this Nexus would be already finished. You would have had 2 pylons, 3 cannons there. He would have started to mine some additional stuff there, but he did not. As soon as he spotted this base, he should have not. And now he's only going for the expansion there. And as soon as he spotted this base, he should have gone for another expansion, because he knew that Dimaga would not be in such a good position to attack right away, because Dimaga likes the macro game. But here are the forces of Dimaga. The cannons and the Voyager should do quite a nice amount of damage. There are the Stalkers. Force feed placed really well here. To be honest, now all the Void Rays are down, and let's take a look how much damage will the Stalkers be able to do against the Corruptors. Actually none at all, because it's still the Hydralisk taking care of the remaining units. And looks like this game actually, it is over already. I mean, this Immortal is still fighting a little bit, but not doing too much damage. Another Colossus is out, and this Colossus will just get taken out here in 3, 2, 1, and boom, there we go. Colossi dying so fast to Corruptor. Now more Stalkers being roped in. The Stalkers just get taken out. We see some corruption here on the Stalkers, but this is not enough for the moment. But now there are the Roach reinforcements. And with the what do you reinforce in a ZVZ? With the Mars Zerglings, what do you reinforce in a ZVP? With the Mars Roaches, and Dimaga is exactly doing this. He's got this 1, 2, 3, 4th and 5th expansion already finished there, so he's got enough production capabilities, production facilities and capabilities as well, so he's just doing more and more damage, and this game is over. So looks like Dimaga having no troubles at all here in this game, semi-final number 2 against Joe to advance to the finals. There goes the gold mineral expansion. The supply is telling us that Dimaga is nearly maxed out. Meanwhile, Joe is down to a 70 supply count. And the cannons, I mean, they do some damage, but let's keep it real, it's not enough. So he's got the vision on the high ground, can take out all the cannons there, and Joe going for the GG, so no big deal for Dimaga. Taking out Joe here and advancing to the finals of tonight's Craft Cup. So congratulations very much here by me.